Welcome back to the Etc. Podcast. I am your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark.
You.
Mark, how you doing, sir?
I'm good.
What you
good.
been up
How
to?
are you?
I'm good, man. What's new? What you been doing
Well,
last time? You was out and about, bro.
Yeah.
You was active.
Yeah, the
was
weekend
Harry
was
Potter.
crazy. So it was, so it wasn't this weekend that you guys are seeing. It was the weekend before, and yeah, the weekend was crazy. So on Friday, I was out with my girl, and we were just doing a bunch of activities. I was just, we were just out there. So in the morning time, we went to this place called Walnut Cafe. It's pretty cool.
I'm familiar.
Thing that's crazy though that we didn't know is that we went there to try to get breakfast, a little brunch. Turns out they only do brunch on Saturday and Sundays.
And that's it, nothing else?
So literally, if you go there,
You went like on a Friday?
yeah. So if you go there any other day, you can only get lunch and dinner. So I was just like, damn, because we was really like trying to get something for breakfast, but it was cool though. We still got some good food or whatnot. Definitely, I would say I recommend it to anybody, if you want to go, but. Yeah, that was cool. Then after that, like you had said, went to the Franklin Institute, went to the Harry Potter exhibit. Me and Herb been trying to we watched all the movies before that, so it was pretty cool. She didn't watch all of them, and I watched a good amount of them, but I know I didn't watch I think maybe 2 of them. So as we were watching them, it was pretty cool to kind of see it all again. But yeah, we went to that exhibit, and it wasn't anything too crazy. I remember I read online, they said it takes about like an hour and a half to go through the whole thing. It's mainly obviously just walking, just seeing stuff. But yeah, it was cool. They had little so what you do is you get a wristband, and before you get in there, they have like these little like kiosk things, and you put the wristband on these like circle things where it says, "Oh, tap your wristband here." So you tap it there, and then on the screen it kind of brings up "Oh, what house do you want to be in?" So it's like Gryffindor, Slytherin, and all that. So I was like, "Oh, this shit's tough." Then they asked you what kind of wand you want to have, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's lit." So it's like they had little like cool interactive things, but other than that, it was kind of just like a simple, exhibit, but I found it like pretty fun because after just seeing all the movies and then like kind of like seeing all that shit, I was like, oh wow, this is like really fun. And it kind of had like a few things here and there that were just like, I guess, more bigger size. So you can kind of just like experience like next to it. Like they also had like his little like under the stairs, like,
your apartment.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that shit was so cool to see. But yeah, that was lit. And then what do we do after that? Shit.
Was it like actual props from the movie, or is it just like rebuild stuff?
That's the thing. I wasn't like 100% sure because I know like certain stuff they had like their actual like robes and stuff like that, but I wasn't like 100% sure. I know they had some of the wands too. But yeah, all in all, it was pretty cool. There was just at one point it was a little annoying because I guess since it was Friday, there was like a bunch of kids at some point. I'm like, I think there was a field trip. And there was at one point just a bunch of these like kids that were just kind of like running through, and I'm just like, but they weren't like small kids. Small kids I would be fine because they most likely they'd be accompanied by like chaperones.
Yeah.
It was more the like high school, probably like older middle school, where they're just like annoying. Like I remember there was just one guy, one kid, and he was like seeing like this older couple just kind of like, just kind of, I guess, get in tune with just like the exhibit, and they were just like messing around with stuff. And the kid just saw the bull do stuff. He was like, "Hey, yo, what is this guy doing?" Like he was just dumb loud, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like,
what was he doing though?
So it was like this. They had like there was like this kind of like cauldron thing where I remember in the movie where they like put like I guess like teardrops or something into, and it's supposed to make this like effect or whatever. So he was just trying to like act like he was looking into it, and his wife was just trying to take a picture of him, and the kid saw him do that. He was like, "Hey, yo, what is he doing?"
My guy.
I was like,
no touch.
I was just cracking up. I'm like, bro, where am I at? But yeah, that was really about it. Then we went to the place afterwards. It was called Liberty Grounds. I don't know if you heard that too. And that place was pretty cool because it's more like a bar / like restaurant, but it also has mini golf on the bottom of it. And yeah, they also had like darts, kind of more of like a bigger Jenga, and then they also had what is that thing called?
Like cornhole.
Cornhole. There you go. Yeah, they had that too. So that was pretty fun, And then last but not least, I wanted to see Doctor Strange.
Okay.
And boy,
thoughts?
That movie should be rated R. That's all I'm gonna say. That movie should be rated R. Like I experienced it, and I saw and a part of me was like, yes, this is a Marvel movie, but at the same time, I felt like I was watching something completely different because things were just happening, and I was just like, damn, what the hell?
There was a lot of horror movie references. What I was getting at, or at least it would have seemed like, because I don't want to spoil because it just came out.
So you saw it too?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much, but but there was a lot of aspects of like other famous horror films that they incorporated into like the characters and like the film itself and like the way it was shot. Because like the director Sam Raimi, whatever the fuck, however you pronounce it, he produced or directed like a previous movie that's kind of like an iconic horror film. I don't know if like obviously the characters they were like put into it was already a thing because like the What If series and they were already like implemented. So it's not like this was brand new. Like this was canon to like this grand scheme of things. But the way the makeup and everything was done, I could tell that it was specifically done to like you be like, oh, like this is a little shout out to like this movie or like this thing because like or there was even a chase scene where one character was kind of like limping. And that was another kind of like little thing of like, oh, like this is like a horror film type thing. Couple jump scares, I will say that.
Yeah.
Some death scenes that were kind of graphic for what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, so yeah, like you say, like being that he made like kind of like, horror stuff, like you could just tell like it was touched by somebody who was like obviously, used to doing stuff like that. And I mean, I'm not like upset about it, but you can tell like from previous stuff, you're just like, wow.
People were
like,
taken back by it for sure.
Yeah, you could just tell like, wow, like what the hell? Like you were not expecting shit to just be like this or pop off like this. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. I would say like definitely it'd be cool to get more movies like that. I definitely don't want them to like, I guess, focus on it. But again, at the end of the day, it's more realistic, to be like that. But I guess if you want to look more forward to like, should kids be end up watching, that's kind of where it's just like, you can do it like that, but you got to be a little careful because too much of it, you're going to end up like, making parents be like, I am not taking my kid to watch Doctor Strange.
True. But also like if for people that watch like the most recent Spider-Man, there was kind of like a little pushing the boundary of that as well. Yeah. With some of the fights, where it was supposed to be very emotional, but it was also very like, yo, I'm beating the shit out of this person. Or like, so,
it's you got to understand like at the end of the day, like, yeah, it might be all fiction, whatnot, but like you got to treat the characters like they're actually human beings. And if someone close to them dies, they ain't just gonna be like, how dare you? Yeah, I'm gonna fight.
I have to choose, justice. I can't fight back with violence. Like sometimes when you push them, they get a little wild and
sometimes you're gonna keep poking you. They gonna
that's what I'm saying. It's a big thing. You can't keep poking them and act like, whoa,
what the hell, Spider-Man? Whoa!
All I did was kill the one person that was taking care of you.
Whoa,
relax, bro.
Damn, bro.
But yeah, overall, in all honesty, to be fully transparent, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. The horror, like little nods or like shout outs that they did. I thought it was enjoyable. But like in the grand scheme of like the movie, I understand why the story wise it needed to be made, but like it was kind of corny to me.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Like everybody who's used to being like always been there, like Benedict Cumberbatch and like Wong and like all the people who have like returning characters, they did their thing. I enjoyed them. The new characters though, like they were kind of, I don't know. I just didn't. I'm not gonna say who.
I see what you mean. I understand. I did feel like at a certain point they were like, I feel like they were going, I don't know how to explain it. They were just doing a little bit too much.
It was a little cliche for me, some of the shit, or like corny, like some of the things they would say.
I know exactly what you're talking about now that I think about it.
Yeah, like the newer actors, the new additions, I feel like they kind of flopped for me a little bit. Yeah. Or at least so obviously like we had, I can't give away too much, but, or at least some of like the returning characters and their different roles, they didn't do it for me. Or in the new characters as well. I feel like the acting wasn't there for me. And also some of the CGI was like, I caught it like with my eyes where I was just like, there was a fight scene where a certain person got like knocked across like a portal into a car or some shit like that. And I saw how it was fake and then it went back to being real again. And that kind of bothered me.
We'll talk about it after because I feel like I can't remember that scene, but if you tell me.
It was at the very beginning.
Very beginning. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. I feel like I remember that exact part too. I remember that one.
I saw the cartooniness and then back to like human. And I was just kind of like, come on now. Like,
yeah, but that's why I felt like when watching this, it just felt a little bit different, But I think overall it was pretty good though. I thought it was like cool to see how everything, because this, I'm not going to try to spoil, but this is just like a stepping stone for like what's to come. Like it's to,
Hmm.
if you're really into it, you will know after watching this that this is just a big stepping stone as to like where they're just trying to lead everything in and just introduce things. So that's kind of where I felt like watching this. I was like, okay, it's cool, but I did also enjoy just the whole like I guess concept of just the universe,
Yeah.
shit. Like I thought it was pretty cool, but that you could tell that they couldn't go too crazy into it because people would just be like fucking lost,
Yeah,
like so.
that's what I was like. That's what I was saying. In the grand scheme of things, the movie, like the story wise, it needed to be made, like you
Mhm.
said, to kind of bridge the gap for certain things to come.
Yeah.
But just the execution, or I guess the from the cinema aspect of it, it just fell for me. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I was very hyped to see like, certain things and, people like for sure. But, you know, um yeah, I feel like definitely could have did a little bit better. But, for I've heard that, it's been doing fucking amazing, as far
Money
as
wise,
opening,
yeah,
yeah.
but
So
it's also received a lot of critiques, which is what I'm
mhm.
hearing as well. Like they've asked the actors already, like, "Oh, we're like, what are your thoughts on it?" And they're just kind of like, "Whatever." But I guess the anticipation was big, so obviously, like, there's gonna
Mhm.
like the money's gonna be there because everybody wanted to go see it. But now, I guess since they went to go and see it themselves, they're kind of like, "This is not what I was expecting."
But
But
I,
hey,
I think now that I'm like just thinking about it a little bit more, I think I would say I really enjoyed just the idea of like you said, Doctor Strange, like him being a reoccurring character. Because now that I'm really like realizing it, this is Doctor Strange too, and he never had a second movie, and I feel like it's really cool to see him just. I feel like in this movie, I saw a lot of him like in action, like
mm-hmm.
doing stuff, not just
and,
waving his hand in a little
and
circle
yeah, a lot of
and just
times he'll come like after the fact, just kind of like like fly in and just be
yeah,
like, "What's going on, guys?
yeah, like just doing a
What do you
little
guys
like
need,
this.
huh?"
Oh, you need to go here. I got you. Like, and that's it. But I felt like this movie, like people haven't seen it. He definitely like actually like goes in and does
See him
like
flex a little bit.
yeah, like, he does. You see like as like a superhero what he can do. And I feel like every like superhero needs that because before when you had Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, they already had all their movies.
Like
but
2 or
then
3.
yeah, they had like 2 or 3, and like they had other movies, and not to mention then you had the Avengers. So like they were in so many movies displaying what they can do. But when you had those side characters that came in randomly during while all that was going on, they only had one movie, and you couldn't really see like what their potential was.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, when they get a second movie, it's really cool to just see what they can do. And I definitely feel like this movie showed like, like Doctor Strange actually is like with the shit. Like,
Yeah. It also seems like he's going to be at the forefront of like a lot of it. Like,
yeah,
where we're used to seeing maybe like Iron Man maybe do where he was like in everything.
yeah.
Seems like he's kind of
He'll
taking
be
that
like,
on
yeah,
because
kinda
he was like in Spider-Man, a huge part of it. Now he has his own film.
this is true, yeah.
And then
This is
moving
very true.
forward, like I'm assuming with a lot of the other stuff that they're going to release, is going to be like more of that.
Yeah,
Like we have Thor coming out in like July, I believe.
yeah, I can't wait for that.
Blade's supposed to be coming back eventually.
Mhm. Yeah, so yeah, I really do hope that he can be in more of the movies, and yeah, like I said, it was more like a stepping stone. So I'm not going to be like too upset about everything. I still think I enjoy it, and I still think it's very different. So people who are looking for that, not the typical, oh, someone's in danger, oh, the universe is in trouble,
Yeah.
world's in trouble, whatever, we'll save them, we'll not get a scratch on us, and win. Like, definitely very different. So if you're expecting that, be ready.
And it at least tied in the past, like 2 years of just constant TV shows that they were dropping.
Yeah.
Where it was just like low key, WandaVision, What If, like all the other shit. Like, all right, now this is why you guys dropped these.
Yeah, exactly.
It's starting to pan out.
Yeah, and that's what I really love. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the times people are just like, oh, I don't need to watch that, or oh, I can just jump into this right here.
They're huge.
It's like, yeah, like if you don't like, yeah, you can jump into it, but I bet you're not going to understand a single thing, and then you're going to want to watch it. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it just feels a whole lot better when you watch it beforehand and go into it knowing already than having to watch, be like, what? Go back and be like, oh, and then you're just like, well, you're not going to watch the movie again, So it's like
those little details or those lines that they'll say, they'll be like, oh shit, like they didn't make it a big deal, but like
but when I was in the mood when I watched it, everybody was going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're doing a good job of like rebuilding that hype because we just had like Endgame and it's like, damn, like how the fuck do you top that?
Really hard.
Like they did, like that was like almost a decade of buildup.
Mm-hmm.
And then, now they're trying to redo it again. And I feel like the route that they're going, I think that they'll be able to
they can do it.
Build up again.
It's gonna be a slow start. I definitely feel like it's gonna be a slow start, but at the end, just kind of how like everything was with, the first, series, it was still they'll make it good.
Yeah. And they also have to do this to like kind of instill in some new characters, because the actors that are doing these are like, they're gonna get to a point where it's like they aren't gonna want to do it anymore, because they can't do another, like, most of them are not going to do another 10 years of this.
No.
And like they're just going to get older. So like you got to have some of that in between. Like you're going to have Tom Holland, you're going to have the new character that was just put into this film.
Yeah.
And like those kind of hold it down. But yeah, so we shall see.
Maybe Chris Hemsworth. My man.
I
feel like he loves
He's riding it out.
I feel like he loves doing this role, and I love that he does it too. It's fun. But yeah, I thought the movie was great, I hope it does really good. I mean, it already is. What I did see, though, for the previews before the movie started, most likely you saw it too, but Avatar.
Yes, 2.
Yeah.
Holy
Avatar
shit.
2, yeah.
Finally.
I saw that,
that was like a 10-year. I mean, I knew it was coming out because I saw a bunch of news, but like to actually see a trailer, I was like, oh shit, like they doing it.
Yeah, and like I was seeing what was crazy, like as I was watching it with my girl next to me, I was just like, yo, this is crazy because you're seeing all these clips of the movie, but not one word has been said yet. It was like at the very end, they started talking, and I was like, yo, this shit crazy because not a single thing's getting spoiled. It's just music in the background, shit. They're just doing shit. And I'm like, damn.
You just seen a bunch of blue people for a minute.
Yeah, and just like going through the jungle, just in the water. They were
just like, oh yeah, like you can swim or something. I don't know what.
Yeah, they're in the water. I don't know where you just hear all this time. It's just like, whoa, shit, what's going on?
Is it all a returning cast? Like, is it Zoe Saldana?
I have no idea, honestly. I mean, most likely there'll be like 1 or 2. They probably won't take like the whole like cast, but yeah, it's not 3 hours, it's 4 hours.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Like it was crazy. My girl said, yeah, I never saw that. I was like, bro.
Late. Before Marvel was like doing this shit like this.
Yeah, I was telling her, I was like, this was like the top movie of like all time.
Before Marvel.
Until Endgame. I said Endgame took the place of it. But before then, like,
they knocked down Titanic and shit, and it was a big deal back then.
Yeah,
now Marvel is just like, oh, we're gonna drop Infinity War. It's like, oh, we're gonna beat our own shit. Endgame, bitch.
Yeah, like, and that's cool, like I hope movies strive for that. It's really hard, because it's really surprising that will happen. But again, like Marvel is just trying to be that company that's just trying to include everything, and everybody. So that's what's cool. But it was just such a surprise that when you think about it, it's crazy to think that Avatar actually did that. Like, even to this day, I'm still like surprised that many people watch the movie like this, because it's more sci-fi.
And it's just a standalone. Yeah. Like, it's not, there's no like prequel or no build up like you see with Marvel. Like, this was just like, oh, like we dropping this movie about these blue people and go watch it. And the entire world was like, yo, this shit like crazy. Like, cool. They made their own language for the movie and shit. Like, they put so much time and like CGI. And this was back like early 2010s and shit. Like,
early.
They're doing shit that people are trying to do now with shit. Like, they was ahead of the game.
That's why I'm like so surprised. I'm like, damn, like, because it's really hard a lot of times for sci-fi movies to really kick it off, or like, but
when they hit, they hit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, so it was such a surprise now when I think about it. But I'm glad it it was actually able to do that good. When I first watched it, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. But at the time, I didn't know it was doing all that.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, there's a cool movie. Like, it's probably pop up on HBO from time to time. TNT.
It's fucking long, I kind of got a little tired, through the middle, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope more movies are like that. So yeah, that's coming out. I think they said December of this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
You know what's another trailer that I saw before it though? Before all that, like before Doctor Strange, that I was like, yo, this shit look hot. Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah,
that shit look hard.
They showed a lot more on this one when it came out.
That shit look tough, bro.
I was in
bucking
there.
shots and
bulls dipping, die. Like, you saw more to the plot because you were like, oh, it's just a mission, And
then you saw Zurg and shit. I was like, yo, this is tough. I was like, they get to make a couple of these. Like, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it was tough. You saw more of like what the whole point of it was, that he got like whatever, just went to a different planet, but somehow went. It was almost like Interstellar type shit, So I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So
low-key, any series can like do that if they just, handle it properly like Marvel does. Like we could have multiple, like you could have like a Buzz Lightyear universe where it's just like all these like they go against Zurg a bunch of times, or even Transformers. Like if they handled it properly and picked the one main character and not switch the character every fucking years, have like John Cena, Mark Wahlberg, fucking Shia LaBeouf, all these other people, and then that one random girl with Bumblebee. It's like you could just handle it as one thing, or like even Ninja Turtles. Like, yo, I ain't noticed, but Ninja Turtles gets dark as fuck. Like towards the end, like in the comics and shit.
Oh, okay. Because I was trying to remember.
Did you know that like 3 of them die? And then Raphael lives and he turns like mad dark and just starts killing motherfuckers. Like that would be a sick ass movie. Like if you built that up and then made that like the end game of like Ninja Turtles, that'd be insane, bro. But they'd be switching directors and all this other shit. The directors of Doctor Strange just backed out of Fantastic Four. And then when I watched Doctor Strange, I was like, oh shit, like that's why. Cause like he's there.
Because he's there, yeah.
String cheese. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, bro. Shit. But yeah, like I said, they can. I think it's more the idea where they can do all that shit, but you know, it's like 2 different audiences. You know, as far as like grown-ups and then like kids. But
true,
it's also that idea to me where it's like, bro, like the kids in this generation, y'all just gotta find newer things to get into.
Yeah, because like, they're not really like rocking with that.
Yeah, like that's our shit, you know. Like
they could. It's not like they can't like it too, but I feel like they just aren't, like, because it's just a different like it's a very internet based age, even more so than what we were.
Exactly. So it just kind of
we had
go.
Oh, we had that half and half, so it's like
yeah, it's true. Yeah, we were like right in the middle, so it's more like just kind of bring it along with us and just because we'll throw all the money at you, you know, like we'll definitely watch it. We just hope that y'all make it like it's fucking sick and just awesome, but y'all just gotta do it right.
That's what I was saying with like the Elmo shit. Like, give us a cursing Elmo. Fuck it. Give us like all those older shows and just like make them adult like oriented. Like we'll watch the shit out of it. It's not a big deal. Like but yeah, I'm excited. You know, I've been going to the movies a lot frequently. It's been fun, bro. I don't know if you got this, but so we went and like it was mad empty, so we was chilling. But they sell like the little seasoning now for the popcorn. Did you see that?
I didn't see it. We didn't get any food because we just went from like Liberty Grounds there, so we didn't get any food.
True. Well, we walked in there. It was like, oh fuck it, like we'll get like a drink and like a small popcorn, and we're waiting. The guy's grabbing it. And I'm like, wait, what's that? And it's this little like thing, and they got like ranch, there's like ranch, cheddar, caramel, like I don't know, like 5 different flavors, and you could just like buy for $1.50, and then you could take it home. It's like a reasonable bottle.
Oh wow,
yeah, and you could just pour it on your popcorn, and you close the bag, shake it up, and you got like whatever flavor you want popcorn. And we got the cheddar, and it was so bomb, bro. We were tearing it up. We were like, yo, we should have got a bigger bag. Like, that shit was popping. It has like ranch seasoning, cheddar, like flavor, the caramel.
Probably put like some Obey on that, John.
Yeah, that'd be fire too. I don't know if I could pull it up. Let me see if I can find it.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, bro. They
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing something that actually is like making people,
Yeah, here they go. I'm gonna read them off to you and I'll show you. Yeah. This is literally what they are, and they sell them online. Nacho cheddar, butter, cheesy jalapeno, kettle corn, bacon cheddar, white cheddar, caramel corn, and ranch. They didn't have some of these at where I was at. At least it looked like they were sold out.
Okay, so
but those are the bottles.
Okay,
and you just carry them in your pocket.
I'll definitely fuck up some white cheddar, maybe that cheesy jalapeno, nacho cheddar.
I'm about to buy that variety pack right now. Fuck you mean? Right. Add to cart. How much is it? It's probably like $9, $12, $13, $12.99.
$12.99.
That's a pack of 8. So yeah, like $1.14. Yeah, bro. It was good though. Like and it's like when you buy like cheddar popcorn, it's like it's cheddar popcorn, but like maybe like for somebody it's like, oh, like this is not enough cheddar for me. With that, I could be like, yo, like cheddar that bitch up.
Cheddar. We put some extra on this shit.
So we was having a good ass time. We had the fruit punch. We had that. We was living. Lit. So highly recommend. I don't know if they got it at AMC, but I went to a Regal.
Oh, you went to a Regal. See, we went to an AMC.
So I don't know if they have it too. But, I'll send you the Amazon link.
Right. We're just going to bring our own out of our pocket.
Because you can have that at the crib too, low-key.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad they're seeing that movie theaters are doing a little bit something different because sometimes, the old ways just gotta leave sometimes. You just gotta do something a little different. So
I seen somebody tweeted, I was like, how much do you think I spent? And they had like a whole Pizza Hut order in the movie theater. They had 2 personal pies and like ices and shit. And like, it's still expensive, but everybody's like, yo, like you probably spent like $100. Like, no, it was like a little under $30. I wouldn't be mad with like a little mini like Pizza Hut pizza for my movie.
Yeah, I think the idea is just that like you're spending tickets for the movie, and then after you spend, because the movie ticket is like $14 and $15 at most probably, and that's already $30 for 2 people, and then you're just like, well, another $30, so now you're like at $60, $70, you know, and you just think like, wow, just to like sit here, it's just a lot.
When we could watch the same shit at home. But
true, but again, it's all for the experience, you know. Like
that's what it is for me.
That's what it is for me too. It's like if I haven't gone in a while and I'm just trying to enjoy myself, I'm like, fuck it, why not? You know, like, am I just gonna sit here and be like, oh, let me just get a small popcorn, a small drink where I'm gonna finish it, and then I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I want more. You know, like,
and then seeing the whole screen and shit, like it's it's experience. Same thing with eating out. I feel the same way.
I don't care for the hey yo, bro, what you like? I ain't
bro, yeah. When my John people, it was literally empty as fuck. There was like me and Anisia and then like 2 to 3 other like groups. But like this one crew just went to like they didn't even go for the movie. They just went into like a corner and just was talking. We all like at the same time we're just kind of like, can y'all shut the fuck up? Like,
yeah,
why are y'all here? Like, y'all could have did this anywhere else.
So we were looking up different times in different places, and we went to the one in Cherry Hill, and that was like the best time at 9 o'clock because there wasn't that many seats taken yet. So we went to that one, and when we saw it at first, we saw it just like maybe the 4 chairs in the middle of the row we were in were taken, but the rest in the row wasn't taken. So we were like, all right, cool. Then when we got there, we sat down, literally no bullshit, maybe like 4 minutes after. There was like these 2 guys that sat next to us, and they were more towards the end, and they were just like talking, bro. It was just one bull. The other bull was kind of quiet, but the bull talked to him was just going on, and I was like, bro, like shut up. The movie didn't start yet, so it was fine. But you just know, it's like, all right, you just know that like if this is how he is now, like I can only imagine if he's probably just gonna be talking the whole time. Then like this big ass group in the middle, the ones that I said, they came and they were just kind of like talking too a little bit, but they all kind of shut up and towards like the movie because you know they realized like, all right, let's not be dickheads. Yeah. So it was chill, but yeah, it was a lot of people. There was a bull who was like in his cap and gown. He slipped through, and I was like, oh, that's what's up. So it was pretty cool, but yeah, my movie theater for the most part was packed. You know.
Yeah, I think it's because like one, it was raining that day also, but like up by my house, there's like 3 and like within like a mile of each other. So I feel like
a movie theater, like
a theater,
just theater. Okay, yeah.
Like theaters in general, like Regals and AMC's, like 3 of them like within a mile of each other. So it's like you could just go wherever, and I think you can avoid kind of it being crowded. Yeah. And we went late, so it was like whatever.
Yeah, we went at 9. We were trying to go at like 8:30 probably, but like we just couldn't find it, so we went at like 9 o'clock. So that was like all right for us. Yeah.
And then I was telling Anisia, I was like, because I saw the tweet about the Pizza Hut. And I was like, low key, like if they really want people to come back, like they should just treat it like a mall food court, like just have like other vendors in there. But then I thought, I was like, damn, like if somebody had like a Chinese platter, it's gonna smell crazy in there. Like just some like General Tso's, some noodles, fried rice, plátano and shit in a platter in a movie theater, bro. True. You gonna have to add them little
because with all that like seasoning in it, bro, that shit gonna
smell
loud
in there.
And imagine if it's like a packed movie theater, you know?
Yeah.
And the person that got that shit is a person right next to you, and they just like they just really in that job.
Spilling soy sauce on you.
I'm just looking at them like, bruh.
Hey, bro, let me get some.
Right.
And then a bunch of people have that, and you just smell all that. And then for the people who got to clean that, it's going to stick to the seats.
Somebody like spills that shit by accident.
Spill some orange chicken on the seat.
Soy sauce on the fucking armrest. Yeah.
You get up from the seat. Yeah. Just all that orange chicken on your back.
Like, damn, bro. Crazy. But I would love to do it.
Yeah.
That shit hit.
They could just, I mean, I would be down with it, but it's just people be a little crazy. I mean, but at the same time, they got like movie tavern. So it's like,
yeah, that's the one thing that I kind of like about the one in the fashion district, because it's more like they bring the food to you and shit like that. So it's pretty cool. Still movie theater food, obviously, but you know, definitely I feel like it's pretty cool.
It's just something about like going to your seat, like Slurpee and shit, just all this shit on you. But then we saw that little, I was like, yo, what flavor you want? I was like, no lie, I was like, pick one. Right. I was like, this shit fire. And then the bull was cool as shit too at the register. He was just like, he saw my card because I got like a Cowboy Bebop cover on my card.
Oh yeah.
He was like, Trigun? It's like, no, Cowboy Bebop. It's like, oh shit. Like, but yeah, that shit was, I enjoyed that more than the movie. Sometimes just the cheddar popcorn.
Just that season, bro. That made my whole night.
Because we were sad because we were like, yo, like we went to go see Batman and we went to a different Regal, I think. And they had they served like regular cheddar popcorn, but like out of the thing.
Yeah.
And we were like, yo, we're gonna go back, like we're gonna get that cheddar popcorn because it was good as fuck. And we went in, it was a smaller Regal, so they didn't have that. So we were like, damn. So like we just get the regular butter popcorn. And then we seen that, we was like,
you see, we don't need the cheddar. We have it right here.
We have unlimited.
Give me all the popcorn.
So that was fire. But yeah, hopefully, you know, that Bob's Burger movie coming out. That Thor
Emily really
movie
wants
coming
to watch
out.
that.
I want to see it too.
She saw it. She was just like, yeah, I want to watch that.
It looks funny. So, you know, they add some shadows onto them. So, you know, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Every animated movie does that.
Yep.
Just add a little bit of darkness to it, like Family Guy and Simpsons.
Serious. Yeah, it's like, oh shit, it's a serious movie. Make the actual like movie kind of cut, like they black out the top and the bottom.
Widescreen.
Yeah, so now it's like, oh shit, it's all serious.
Official. But yeah, good stuff. Then we also had some albums dropped. Kendrick's back. That crazy music video. We got Jack Harlow with his album. Bad Bunny dropped an album.
True. Yep.
Who else dropped? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Oh, Future.
Future dropped a little bit ago.
Yeah, it was like the week before.
He dropped that like medieval ass Elden Ring ass music video.
Bro, but that song hit low key. That song hit low key, bro. But when I saw that, what's funny is that I didn't know that was a music video for that. So then I was on my phone and I saw, and that was a music video, and I was low key laughing. But no bullshit, that shit worked because it made me want to listen to the music more. I was like, this shit's so funny. Like, why?
Said, like the book of like the most toxic or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it said on there.
Yeah, Drake and like this whole like armor shit, just like being just knighted by each other. What is this? Bro.
Good time. A lot of good content coming out. I think it's because, you know, the world's somewhat ignoring everything now and just going back to normal, I guess, somehow. And
let's give it another month.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, like summertime. Everybody mask up. The variant's out.
The quadruple variant finally came out this week.
We knew it was coming. We just didn't say anything.
Didn't say anything. We wanted to ruin your summer.
Yeah. I think that went pretty fast. We was going for a half hour and some change.
Yeah.
But also, before we leave out of here, I also, you know, our boy Edwin, as well as your girlfriend, graduated. They had their ceremony, so congrats to them. Shout out them.
Yeah,
I was out here. I was official with Edwin's John because it was I was able to. Quinn sent me the link because he went.
Oh yeah.
And I had pulled up I pulled it up and I pulled up OBS and I recorded when he walked through. So I was just so I sent it to him. I was like, I was like, here you go, brother.
Right.
I was like, I got proof. There you go.
We got proof. Yeah, we got the actual video. That's what's up.
Shit was tough. But yeah, congrats to them. They both graduated. You know, that shit not easy. So shout out them. But yeah, other than that, Mark, anything you want to talk about or shout out or do before we get out of here?
I think we're good. Oh well, not really. I mean, we didn't talk about on the last one, but we know Mother's Day passed.
Yes, of course, that was last. That was yesterday, technically.
Yeah, for us, it was yesterday, but you know, we didn't talk on the episode before. But yeah,
shout out all the mommies.
Shout out all the the moms, all the moms, the beautiful women out there that are moms. You know, hope you enjoyed your day. You know, spend it with family, friends, and just had a good day.
Absolutely. Thank you for getting that in there because I definitely, forgot. But I didn't forget yesterday.
I was talking so much about Doctor Strange and we were talking so much about Dave Chappelle. We just kind of...
Busta.
Busta, yeah.
But that's it for us. Mark, where can they find you?
You can find me Instagram, ETC Marky Mark, Twitter at Marky Mark, and Twitch at Marky Mark as well. Victor, where can they find you, and etc.
You can find me everywhere at ATC Victor. I'm back to streaming, on the low key. And you know where to find me on everything else, TikTok and all the other jazz, etc. Stuff is at Real Etc. On every platform, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, I don't know what else, Facebook, SoundCloud. And our email is real.etc@gmail.com. That's everything. We love you guys. We got some stuff coming soon that we got to figure out. Keep enjoying the content, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir.
Bye.